Don't be ridiculous, Nagnar.
Phew.
We will toss them to the Barracudas. Ooh, the dragon sounds like he's in a good mood. No, that's good. It's more fun for him, more fun for us. No, my friend. That's not crazy. Questioning my sanity when I'm in earshot, that's crazy. I say those gargoyles are not but chiseled stone. And even if they aren't, it's worth the risk for the plunder within. Attack! Not that I'm ungrateful for your help, but why? Why betray your own kind? Are you mad? In a moment they'll be flesh again, and my men will be their prey. Ah, well, in that case, care to discuss the matter further? When we took this job, we were promised fame, money, and action. I'm not complaining about the first two, but I could use some more of the third. I don't need any suggestions from you two clowns. Birds gotta fly, fish gotta swim, wolves gotta hunt. Get back! These are dangerous monsters sent by the evil ninjas. We'll protect you. Finally, some real action. Yes, very impressive. Forget about money. I take this as payment. This is no problem. Look at this! Even the army won't be able to stop us now. You are becoming a nuisance.
We're here to search your farm, Pops. Got monsters on the loose. Mean ones from Manhattan. We're checking every barn in the area. Hey, Pops. We're here to help. Or what? Your kind doesn't believe in violence. Hands off! I'll see you later. We're gonna bag us a monster!
As long as I have the rock, you can't stop me. But it is bothersome to have you always trying. So, the deal is this. You leave me and my operations alone, and I and my little green rock will leave you alone.
I don't make deals with criminals.
I control everything in this town, Superman. Your cooperation is not really necessary. The offer was merely a courtesy.
You will never control me, Luthor. Never!
Well then, I guess I'll have to kill you. President? Foolish, faceless man. My campaign is a farce. A small part of a much grander scheme. President. Do you know how much power I'd have to give up to be president? That's right, conspiracy buff. I spent $75 million on a fake presidential campaign. All just to tick Superman off. Now, about those files you stole from me. After all that work to get Metallo powered up, he's stopped by a clown in a batsuit! There's no one left to challenge the Kryptonian anymore. No allies of any strength or cunning. Not here, not in Metropolis. I'm on my own. Unless... Mercy, get my jet ready. We're going to be spending some time at our Gotham division. That's where we'll find the answer to our problem. And I want to assure all Americans, and all the citizens of the world, that I intend to handle this meteor with the same efficiency that characterized my previous endeavors. But, as a precaution, I'd like to meet with Superman as soon as possible. It's time to bury our rivalry once and for all, and work together for the good of mankind. You feel okay, Superman? I hope you voted before you got here, because you might not be leaving.
You diseased maniac! No one is going to elect you president!
Oh yes, they will. Once we've flown over the country dispensing my friend Joker's gas, I'll win in a landslide. Since I was deprived of the Man of the Year award in Gotham City, we're starting at their City Hall. Sorry you won't be there. When I'm president, I'll build a statue of you. Everything. It's gone so wrong. I I was a man who lost perspective, but I am a man no longer. Only a savage, destructive beast. And such a beast deserves to live alone.
Much has changed since the last Mortal Kombat tournament. Dark forces of Outworld have begun invading the Earthrealm. These attacks are seriously weakening Earth's dimensional fabric, enabling not only Outworlders to enter the Earthrealm, but warriors from other domains as well. Only the most extraordinary warriors could possibly meet this challenge. Liu Kang, Princess Kitana, Sub-Zero, Jax, Sonya Blade, Nightwolf, Kiva, Curtis Stryker. Driven by purpose and bound by honor, these are the defenders of the realm.
In eastern Ohio, along the Tuscarawas River, stands a stone obelisk, a memorial marker for 90 Moravian Indians who were murdered here one winter morning. It was a massacre that remains to this day one of the most cold-blooded murders in the nation's history. In 1782, the village of Gnadenhutten was one of the 3 Moravian settlements along the Tuscarawas River. Gnadenhutten, German for huts of grace, was inhabited by Delaware and Mohican Indians who had been converted to Christianity by Moravian missionaries.
We're in range of Puckworld, Lord Draconis. You ever had duck before, chameleon? I hear it tastes like chicken. No, duck. You're lunch meat. Stuff our ancestors! I'm sick of these games! I want to do some real damage!
Read 'em and weep, gentlemen. Lady Luck is smiling gallantly on me tonight. Ready for another hand? Son, let me give you a word of advice, man to man. Nothing wrong with losing money. You can always get it from the table and come back with more at a later date. But losing your life, that puts a real permanent end to the game, if you get my drift. At least, that's what my Papa Hickok always used to say. Best call it a night.
You will relinquish your souls to me. You have no choice. You will submit. Resistance is futile. But fools, they cannot stop me. I am power. I am riches. I am everything you yearn for.
Ah, Dr. Quest! Everything is in readiness. But of course, flows into our device and is transformed into that. Then the electromagnetic field is dispersed by our device, in effect, destroying any ghostly entities. Eric, once we have the endorsement of the famous Dr. Quest, oh, forget respect. We will be able to sell our invention for many millions. We will be rich.
Thermal charges are in place and we can flee the Gagarin without difficulty. Our Trojan horse will be ready within the hour.
Oh, such cold. It is like St. Petersburg.
General, the blonde youth was lost in a cave-in, but I have the others. What is it you are doing now, Doctor?
Making a few final adjustments.
You must think me a fool. I am not about to give you a chance to use this.
Well, well, well. If it isn't Crash Bandicoot, welcome. I apologize for the crude means used to bring you here, but I rather expect a written invitation would have been turned down. I need your help. Surrounding you are a series of 5 doors. Through each door lies a well-hidden crystal. The crystals look like this. Bring me the crystals, Crash. That is all I will say for now. We will speak again.
From deep inside my temple prison, I sent you simple instructions to follow. But you lost the gems, you lost the crystals, and I have lost my patience! There is now no other power source left on this planet. But since your bumbling has managed to set me free, I am feeling generous. There is still a way for us to amass the power needed to enslave this miserable planet. And this time, This time the great Uka Uka will make sure that you do it right!
I am Rhombus, head of the Paladins. I train those willing to learn. The scribes copy the plans for the weapons, and the knights make them. The Paladins protect the Brotherhood from harm. Many covet our technology. We have at least 4 attacks a week, from raiders to just people who want to steal what we have. The hub and the boneyard are south, mountains are east, and desolate wasteland north. Whoever goes there never returns.
It appears my past has finally caught up with me. Let us merge and be whole once again. I wouldn't be so hasty if I was you. And I am you. Don't you recognize the date? The day of the Great Spirit Uprising. My destiny awaits. It's up to you to ensure it takes place. But how? A separation impaired your memory? Tonight, when you release the spirits from their prison, the revolution will begin.
What's gotten into you, Gus? You become a miserable old Scrooge, and it shows in the way you're bringing up those 2 boys. Did you ever wonder where Charlie got the money to pay for Annabelle? Well, I'll tell you. That music box his daughter loved so much, sold it to an antique dealer in town. Sad. Lots of memories were in that box. It's still there, Gus. And you, of all people, should know what it's like to lose a loved one. When your brother died, you gave up all rights to your nephew. We haven't been able to find a legal loophole.
You're my lawyer. I'm paying you big bucks to find a loophole.
Actually, not that big a bucks.
I believe I've discovered our loophole. The kid's all yours. You'll have him by Christmas.
Man, this guy Jed's irking me real bad. He keeps calling, asking what time we're getting Marty tonight. 7 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 7 o'clock tonight. Boy, these canisters are really gonna help us blow them up. And you know how much Marty hates when things blow up. Hey, I've seen you 2 kids before. You're following us.
Maybe they know Marty.
You 2 know Marty?
No, we don't know anyone named Marty.
Hey, what's with the video camera?
It's a project for school.
Project for school? What do you think, we're chumps? Okay, clown time is over. Fork over the camera, Hardy boys.
Not now, Jaquel. Belial's mother is awake. Belial has arranged his own resurrection. Before his execution, he created a magical beast to serve as his new mother. Even now, she spawns her lesser children as a prelude to her final maternity. There is one who is cursed with the power to oppose Belial. But he rests in the Gladstone dungeon and has no understanding of his destiny.
All right, centaurs, let's giddy up. Oh, looky here. A real live hero. Blowtox is my name. And you have seconds to take that back. Now hang on a second. Herc here made me his deputy. That'd mean I'd have to attack and defend at the same time. Well, that just sounds, mighty confusing, don't it?
Thank you for releasing me, Spyro. Free 10 dragons in the Artisan world. Then find the balloonist. He'll transport you to the next world.
What about Nasty Nork? I'm going after him.
Find dragons first. That's all I can tell you.
Keep your horns on, Spyro! You have much to learn first. Do you know what the dragonfly following you is doing? His name is Sparks, and he's helping and protecting you. Keep an eye on him and see what I mean. Spyro, my friend, how about a hint on gliding?
You bet!
For the longest glide, press the X button at the top of a jump, and try pressing the triangle button to drop down in mid-flight. Watch the dragonfly, Spyro. His color indicates his power. When he eats butterflies, he stays strong. Like me.
After you freed all the dragons, pass through this fancy vortex thingamajigger. It'll take you back to the artisan home. But first let me tell you a story.
Big enemies like this Gnorc with the club cannot be charged, but a quick flame, that should defeat them.
Welcome to Peacekeeper, Spyro. Look how our treasure has been turned against us and stolen. Recover our treasure, Spyro. Hi, Spyro! Sparks the Dragonfly has been doing a good job protecting you. Make sure to keep him strong by feeding him lots of butterflies. Well done, Spyro! Keep up the good work, and I know you'll fulfill your destiny.
Destiny? I just want to kick some—
Just toast those enemies and collect the treasure!
Welcome to Town Square, Spyro. Begin exploring by gliding to that area with the bulls. Use the L2 and R2 buttons to get a good look.
Dry Canyon rewards good gliders. You are a good glider, eh, Spyro?
Is that you, Spyro? Are you the young dragon I've been hearing so much about? Ever since you're a wee puff of smoke, we've known,
You've known?
I forget.
Incredible glide, Spyro. I thought I'd be stuck here forever with those ugly vultures standing on my head. Those birds might look tough, but they're pretty tasty. Flame broiled, with a pinch of salt.
Remember, Spyro, flame won't harm metal, but charging with your horns, that should do the trick.
You've reached the highest point in Cliff Town. You can get to almost anywhere from here. If I were you, I'd use that whirlwind there.
A word of caution, little one. Wait until you grow big, like me, before charging those large enemies. You've done well, Spyro. Some dragons thought you weren't ready, but I knew they were wrong.
This guy thinks he's so cool. You don't know what it's been like listening to him over and over. But I'll tell you one thing. He should watch his back.
This portal leads to a special place where you can learn to fly. I remember when I was a young dragon, earning my wings.
Spyro, you're not afraid of those big, noisy, gigantic, awful beasts, are you?
Of course not.
I didn't think so.
Great work, Spyro. If you keep this up, you'll learn all the tricks of the Magic Crafter world.
I hate those bugs. When I become big and strong, like you, I'll squash them all.
Until then, remember that Supercharge makes you invincible. Try combining Supercharge with jumping and gliding, and really explore the high caves.
Welcome to Wizard Peaks. This is my favorite Supercharge spot. Use it to bash those wizards. Listen carefully, Spyro. There's a secret area in the Artisan Home. It is at the waterfall. Try jumping on the stones there.
Thank you for releasing me.
Thanks for releasing me, Spyro. You have no idea how long I've been trapped in Crystal. And, neither do I. Who are you again?
Nasty Gnorc is turning our swamp into an electrified junk heap. And it used to be so beautiful. Watch out, Spyro. The Gnorcs in these parts have discovered the power of electricity. And it really stings. Good job, Spyro. One day you'll be able to tell all the dragons about your amazing adventures. I'll tell you what to do with those creatures. Smash them, Spyro! Stamp them out and squish them and squash them! Greetings, Spyro. For an amazing tour of the treetops, don't just stop at one supercharge. The fools you see in this world are invincible, but that does not mean they shouldn't be attacked. Welcome to the Dreamweavers, young one. While chasing Nasty's minions in this world, you must expect the unexpected and prepare for what is not there. The enemies here can be quite frightening, but you should watch the fools.
I'd rather flame the fools.
Now you're thinking.
Thanks, Spyro. I'd love to help you catch Nasty, but I'd really hate being trapped in Crystal again.
Patience, little one. You'll soon have the opportunity to battle the one who matters most, Nasty Gnorc. Thank you for releasing me! Thank you for releasing me! Advice, A wise dragon once told me, aim high in life, but watch out for flying boxes.
Huh?
Be on the lookout for Gnorc commandos, Spyro.
Oh, yeah. Well, man, you know, if you put your head to it, you can do,
anything?
Yeah. You can do anything. No, clear your mind of all those negative waves. You know, those are pretty negative waves, baby. Remember, positive waves equal...
What?
Positive waves equal... Hey, you know, you guys are out of ho-hums. So, I'm gone, man.
Oh, we got another one of them caffeine flake cereal victims running loose. Better hide the women and children. Come down from the 100-story skyscraper, son. You might get high.
Hey, that's mine! Whoa! That chicken's insane!
No, that's a man's cub. There were some hunters over the ridge. It's probably one of theirs.
Cool. Can we keep him, please?
No, little rockshot. Man cubs are cute when they're little, but when they grow up, they can be dangerous. Sweetie, if we keep him, who's gonna feed him? Who's gonna clean up after him until he's cave broken? Oh no, here he comes. Stay, boy. Stay.
Nice doggy.
Whoa. Did he just call the leader of the wolf pack doggy? Little frog, Mowgli. Okay, Mowgli it is. Welcome to the pack, son. You'll make a fine wolf.
Ah, Sleeping Beauty awakens. He's blowing me a kiss. There is no way out. Oh, I know you're gonna give me a great show.
Doctors Tatopoulos and Chapman. I don't recall seeing your names on the guest list, but I'm honored.
Too bad I can't say the same.
Surely you're not going to begrudge these good people a little wholesome entertainment.
Sounds like the crowd is growing restless.
Oh, they're just looking for a little more drama. And we wouldn't want to disappoint them, would we?
I tell you truly, young Mr. Irving, it was here, in this very valley, that it happened. Yes, and in Sleepy Hollow itself. But that should not surprise us, for a dreamy influence seems to hang over Sleepy Hollow. Some witching power holds a spell over the minds of the good people of this valley. Too often, strange sights are seen. Music and voices ring from the empty air. And yes, they glimpse apparitions. The commander-in-chief of all the spirits of this haunted region is the apparition of a figure on horseback. A dark rider without a head. I can't tell you much. After you left, a supply ship docked with the station. Just like every other time. Except this time it unloaded these damn nightmares.
Those things?
Yeah. I've seen two types so far. I call them brutes and cutters.
Let me guess. The thing you tried to send into space was a brute.
You got it. And the thing we took down, that's a cutter. They're all blades and spikes and have a real sadistic streak. But at least they can be killed.
You're telling me that a Gauss rifle can't take out a brute?
I lost 12 of my men taking one down. That was with anti-personnel rounds.
This experience has made me realize how delicate life is. We are all so vulnerable. One moment we're eating seafood, the next we're eating dirt. I owe you my life, Kay.
Could we please change the subject?
What's with him?
Blew up a Skruldian.
Blew up a Skruldian? Why didn't he just jump off the Empire State Building? Ow! Watch the face.
I alone appreciate the true beauty of meat.
Most people don't know their rumps from a whole pound of ground. Ah, Miss Tenderloin, I see we're in our usual state of fabulous boredom. But tonight, you shall see something truly thrilling. The completion of Operation Prime Cut.
Whoopee!
Tonight, I, Baron Bone, shall have what is rightfully mine. All the beef in the world.
Well, thank you, ma'am. Calamity Jane thought so, too. Well, I'm not even sure where to start on that one, Miss Lydia. So where am I taking you for dinner, Miss Lydia?
I am Igor. I froze Green Lion and sent it down the ice floe with its pilot. Now it's your turn. Welcome, my prince. The Green Lion has been disposed of. This is the ice weapon. Its power pack was removed. 4 robot lions entering Glacian airspace.
This is Alliance Robot Squad Terra 5. Identify yourself. Those IDs are not authorized. Lower all shields and prepare to be boarded.
Accessing data. Access complete. Components. moonstone, condensed laysan, ionized topaz, and pure quartz.
Men of Earth, witness the coming of Mascumax! Breaker of men, taker of worlds, be there in each room and amongst thee. Step forth and bring thy manhood against mine own, so that we might see who has the upper hand upon the measuring stick. I feed off your expulsions of manliness. The more manhood you bring against me, the harder I become. What? Little girls? Shouldn't you be home learning how to be mummies?
Good to see you, Tiny. I've missed you.
That's why you had me kidnapped?
What was I supposed to do? Stroll over to your house and knock on the door? Looking like this?
Have you seen any doctors?
Doctors? What do they know? At least here I got compensation. Look, it's all the stuff we wanted back when we were kids, remember? And now it's yours. Partner. Terry, please. You don't know what it's like here. Everyone thinks I'm a freak. I need somebody who knows the real me.
Well, lad, we'll give you a test. And if you pass, you'll be on the Krusty Crew. Go out and fetch me a hydrodynamic spatula with, port and starboard attachments and turbo drive. And don't come back till you get one. Do you smell it? That smell. A kind of smelly smell. A smelly smell that smells smelly. That was the finest fast foodsmanship I've ever seen, Mr. Squarepants. Welcome aboard.
Congratulations on your promotion, sir. Sir, I am fit, and the incident to which you allude is forgotten, sir. Curry's been shuttered. We've trained every able body we're gonna find. I'm just chaperoning this last batch of borderline washouts en route to their new mamas.
Like I need a babysitter.
Zip it, Private. Sir, this is Private Max Bruto assigned to your unit. His old man was your top kick, I believe. All right, Private, I'm leaving you in good hands. Don't squirm. Rest of you runts, follow me. Primary objective within range, number 4. Activating cluster problitz. To conquer the enemy, the Legion Ex Machina must know the enemy. Excellent work, number 4. Your probe appropriated the entirety of the boy robot's programming, including the code for his nucleoprotonic logic circuit. In a moment, we shall possess the schematics for the circuit itself. Target sighted in a chat room on the internet. Retrieve him, number 4.
Cleve, give this lot of thought. Watch. Farm laid low. This sickened Cleve. Fog be free once Galactic Alliance dogs agree to prisoner exchange. That will change. That will change today. Little newscaster! Yeah. Oh, Cleve kidding, Brent. Cleve, huge fan. Need Brent to get story out. Get story out. Raynok, happy. Cleve capture Space Ranger. Booster. Roll tape. Yeah. Raynok make deal with Alliance. Trade Booster for Varg. Plus prisoner to be named later.
I say we bail out of here.
That's just dependent on you.
And end up like him. We're way past maybe. How many can you fit on your ship? Forget this.
I'll never be able to. Anybody think they can fly a Star Cruiser?
If it means getting off this rock, I could fly a fishbowl. Come on. Griswold! You, of all people, unhand my daughter.
Well, if it isn't Luke LeMaze.
That's Lieutenant LeMaze to you, mister. I should have known your boy was behind this.
Dad!
I'm sure my little sailor could have handled herself just fine without your son stepping up hostilities. Saying my girl's trouble? Teresa, that tears it. As long as you're a student at this school, you'll have nothing to do with this roughhousing Griswold boy.
Daddy,
That's an order. Now march. You want me to meet you? I'll be there, Sputnik. Griswold, surrender your position. I'm here on a matter of national security. Good great Neptune. Who are they sending to spy on us? Man, your youngsters got a lot of spunk. Perhaps we should draw up plans for a cross-forces playdate.
Boy, it sure did when I was a kid. I'll never forget the day I turned a big 1-3. See, my dad was driving a shuttle out to Wriggle 6, and I got to go along for the ride. Man, all I wanted to do was sit in that driver's seat like Pa. Anyway, somewhere out past the Barstow Nebula, Dad caught me sneaking glances at the steering mechanism.
And would you believe it? He scooched over and let me take the wheel. You know, Bork, that's a pretty righteous notion. Tell you what, Lloyd, why don't you just scooch on over and grab the wheel for a while?
You mean it?
Sure, try her out. We're still a ways out from base.
Leaving so soon, boys?
What can I say? When you got it, you got it.
Hey, you got it! Sweetheart, you're my new hero. Let's go. It's time for some magic.
But my friends...
Ha! You mean you call those two yellow-belly sea slugs your friends? Come on! You want to be a mermaid or what? Face it, Triton. You're all washed up! Hey, you! Get away from that fence!
It was like taking candy from a baby.
Well. If it ain't the little Snoop. Let's go, Snoop. You're in big trouble now. That's what you think, kid. You brats are done for. You!
I see it's true. Showbiz types are always in a hurry. Well, life still moves at a regular pace out here, Rosalie, and I do eat. I'll look as soon as we're done. That's all right. Probably quicker if I do it myself. Tiffy, haven't you been trying to pin down that director for an audition? Might get his attention if Mr. Heat did the scene with you. We always wished you found your family here with us. Years after you ran, we worried about you. Didn't mean for you to see that. There's some bad things in the world, Rosalie, but I guess you've already seen some of that.
Oh yeah, baby, I am really digging the heavy positivity around here. Hey, are you feeling confused yet, baby?
Oh, baby, this is what I call a gear death experience. Bummer, man.
Hey, check it out, Marcus. Jumbo's acting mondo weirdo.
It could have easily trashed Wallace.
Maybe it's got its wires crossed. Happens to the best of us.
Just like the great philosopher Al Du once said, the bigger they are, the harder they fall.
Section 13 was founded to investigate large-scale international crimes. Crimes which it seems can often be traced to a syndicate called the Dark Hand. The Dark Hand has connections to nearly every criminal activity in existence. Their leader is this man, Valmont. We recently learned that the Dark Hand has a sudden interest in collecting certain historical artifacts.
Why?
Unknown. But with this new development, Section 13 could use an archaeology expert such as yourself.
Oh, I'm really just an amateur.
A wise and talented amateur, whom I know and trust.
Hello, bro.
What do you want?
What rock is the legless reptile under?
What?
Tell me where the serpent sleeps.
What are you talking about?
Where's the snake talisman?
I'll find it, Chan. Just a matter of time.
Turbo Troll is Gnome Cop's archenemy. See, the Emperor of Troll Castle hates gnomes, because gnomes possess magic from the Great Crystal, so Gnome Cop uses his power belt to... collect them.
Welcome to a special edition of Just the Artifacts. Wesley Rank may not know how to treat little girls, but he sure knows how to scream like one. I'm Dino Stephenson, and I'll be your new guide. You'll also get the full scoop on how we recovered this rare snake talisman from a local pawn shop Rank sold it to. We, of course, donated the artifact to the New York Museum.
Hitler action! Evil on the loose! You do not want to mess with Supermoose! Hitler action!
Oh, the pain. Oh!
You can talk.
Yes. Oh. You must help me. No, wait. You don't understand. There's something inside me that is causing this.
The hunt's nearly over. I can smell it. Vossa's here, waiting for one of us to put her out of her misery. It'll almost be a shame to kill her. Imagine, Django, the power to send thousands of mindless assassins willingly to their deaths, to plunge the galaxy into anarchy.
Not much money in anarchy.
The money means nothing. The thrill of the hunt drives me. The moment my prey begs for mercy. The moment I take his life. You know this better than anyone. We're the same. You and I.
All right, people, we've got a red ball situation here. Victim's name is Joe Gustafson. Killer is Andre Serena. Suspect runs a large catering facility, which is where the murder goes down in 37 seconds. Barry, what's our ETA?
30 seconds, Chief.
Let's go save this guy's future. They're looking for flaws. We're not going to change the game plan now.
Okay, break it down for me. This is my operation. You answer to me. Clear?
Son, this is how I work. You will follow my damn orders and guard that damn door like a bear guarding its cave. Understood?
Let me out, you darn dirty ape!
Hey, kids! Get away from those monkeys!
I am Edgar Volgood, the magistrate of this town. What is your business here?
Nice to meet you. My name is Milo
I doubt
Thatch.
there is anything in Krakenstad that concerns you. Your ship will be repaired in the shipyards of Trondheim. You should leave soon. The roads are treacherous after dark. Miss Eliasson is the innkeeper here. She'll give you rooms for the night. A driver will take you to Trondheim tomorrow.
He's standing up to people he disagrees with? Risking his job? That's the most inspiring thing I've ever seen. I'm with him!
What? To my ears to see
What
that.
are you talking about? The truth is, I hate the new policy. I just went along with it because you all like it. I didn't want to disagree and get fired.
She knows your plans about Spider-Man. Mr. Damien, you think of it as collecting, but hiring a person to capture someone, that's kidnapping. She squeals, you're in trouble.
Mr. Damien, I've never seen anything like her. And that sword. Then Spider-Man swung in and things got out of control.
Worthless scum! You cannot defeat perfection! I will win. I always win. I am superior. My brilliant plan is already a success. If one of me was perfect, why not make more? You can never have too much of a good thing. Once my army conquers Atlantis, I will declare war on the surface world. Everyone on the planet will bow down before me and praise my perfection!
Patience, Commander. No one has ever penetrated the Metalhead nest, you know that. I've seen what comes of such foolish plans. No, strength is their weakness. We play helpless. We train them to eat from our hands. And then...
Move forward with the plan. Tell Ashlyn to up her patrols. I want that tomb found.
But your daughter has not been agreeable.
I'll see to that problem, one way or another. If I can't marry you and be king, no one will. It looks like she's been shanghaied and hogtied.
Oh, my dear, don't be so cross. After all, that's no way to speak to your future husband.
You don't have anything up your sleeve, do you?
As a matter of fact, dear cousin, I've been developing a technology which allows these Pignasium bracers of lava control to bend all thermodynamic energies to my very will.
Attention! I said attention! All right, you want it that way? Carpenter ants, roll out!
Who's doing this?
I am Sergeant, Commander of the 423rd Battalion of Army Ants. Your actions yesterday have seriously endangered millions. The demolition of our domicile has left us exposed to our mortal enemy, the Anteater.
Okay, no mas. What do you want?
We want you to defend us while we rebuild our home. Welcome to your worst nightmare, maggots. It is my job to turn you worthless larvae into real army ants.
What an awful camouflage pattern. Attention, Earther Drakes. Surrender the stolen warbot, or we vaporize this city. You are no match for the Glorft! Through the human filth piloting my stolen prototype! Although you've put up a good fight, I will have to destroy you now. Enough relaxation for one day. Send in the UMD.
War Master, we've taken our own technology and fused it with what little we know about the Earther's modifications.
The result is a new mech, one whose sole purpose is to recapture the prototype.
And the Grand Master of this year's auto show is, by a unanimous vote, Kiva! Dr. Jumba Jukiba, former lead scientist of Galaxy Defense Industries. You stand before this council accused of illegal genetic experimentation. Nice work. The Evil Geniuses Organization, or EGO, was particularly impressed with your top-secret 400 series. Delightfully wicked. As impressive as they look on paper, we've heard some distressing reports that your evil experiments are not acting very, well, evil.
I'm Richard Hughes. It is a pleasure to meet the man who handed me the election. No need to be modest, I'm serious. There's no way I could have beaten Marshal Winslow. God rest his soul. But you made the impossible happen, and for that, I can't thank you enough. I mean, had Winslow been the only person killed, attention would have definitely been cast on me. But after that fireworks display you pulled at his funeral, it's become abundantly clear these horrible crimes were perpetrated by the 3rd Street Saints.
Oh, looks like Jinmei's cute little guy just got lost. That's not the bathroom. Oh, and look at the little guy hack our computer.
Foot Crusher Cruiser 5, go!
What's everybody screaming about? It's just frogs. They're cute. Oh, not so cute. Looks like the froggy storm's clearing up. But we are expecting light showers of tadpoles into mid-afternoon.
We grow stronger. The skeletal circle is complete. Now we are the masters. Come, take your rightful place with your family. Don't struggle, son. We only want what belongs to us. You're too late, Hyperforce. The final curse against this pathetic city has been cast. Our time has finally come. Let us show you new forms of suffering.
The Batman. I thought you would never arrive. I have been looking forward to our reunion. That would be the hypothermia setting in. We both recognize the symptoms. Reaction time slows, reflexes grow sluggish. Next come the hallucinations, lack of consciousness, and finally, the big chill. If I'm no longer living, Batman, you are the one who iced me. Allow me to return the favor.
We regret to say that your request to leave Earth and begin a tour of duty on Oa has been denied.
This is important. You can't just...
No debates, John Stewart. We've made our decision. The Green Lantern Corps is a military institution dedicated to the protection of the galaxy. We will not alter our decisions, disrupt our plans simply because of your personal problems. It's our business to know these things. You're going to have to work through it, John.
Tell me about this upgrade icon, boy, or your friends will pay with their lives. The real world. Yet another domain I will rule with an iron fist. I will leave you to my henchmen while I find the upgrade icon. I would have expected more of a challenge from the great Ishiyama. Your power is mine, boy. Your sumo slammer hero isn't here to protect you anymore. Fortunately, I am not bound by such honor. Destroy me and she suffers the same fate.
A dual-action tailgate, and an industry-first lockable in-bed trunk. The Ridgeline from Honda.
Hey, that looked like my fish.
Raccoons! We all know that humans are dangerous. But if we attack without concern for ourselves, we will win. As the old saying goes, when a mouse is cornered, he will bite a cat. Instead of reducing our ranks, we should reduce the number of humans. The forests where we used to live are now occupied by swarms of humans. They're the ones who are the intruders. We should kick them out. Kick out the humans! Kick out the humans! Kick the humans out! Kill them all!
Is that it? Frankly, I would have expected more from the son of the great Sebastian Manning. Of course, you and Junior's papa probably cross paths. Too bad we don't have time to reminisce. Feeling a bit weak in the knees? That would be the inhibitor strapped to your leg. Soon you will be so weak I will control you mind and body. And once a few key officials are sporting the latest in pain wear, they will make the masses do whatever I say. I shall be the undisputed king of Landmark City.
Lost, Ensign? You must be the new transfer from the Zagalon sector. Well, Ensign, you're aboard the XMS Revenge, a Punisher-class cruiser. Our mission? To brazenly go wherever we want. Ensign, is that standard issue?
Yeah. It's new.
Nice. They come in yellow?
I need pod pilots. Let's see. Dr. Nylock, Major Kanker, Mr. Futhetidid. And you're expendable. I am Yono!
The Destroyer? Really?
Word.
So you claim to be the Great Destroyer?
What part of Yono the Destroyer confuses you?
The short part. This time, without the cheap light show.
So it shall be. No flash. Just crash. So, you are willing to follow the dark path of the Yono? You have defeated he who has unearthed me, and now, as agreed, he will find his destiny following the path of the Yono! I am Drill Warrior Grunch, and you are nothing, worthless filth, vermin, debris! Welcome to the Mongrel Horde's boot camp. How am I supposed to build warriors from half-baked recruits like you? I need fighting material. Ha! You're too small to be a warrior. You're too scrawny. You're too ugly. You're too smelly. You're too...
Hello.
Perfect. The perfect recruit. I've been waiting my whole life for someone like you. I don't know, Phoebe. Well, okay. But if he set so much as one paw on that sofa, he is G-O-N-E gone. If he set so much as one paw on that sofa, he is G-O-N-E gone. G-O-N-E gone. G-O-N-E gone. G-O-N-E gone.
Okay, I get the idea.
Sorry. Oh, curse you, sofa besmirching swine. I'll save you. It's all in a day's work for the Mongrel Hordes.
How can I ever thank you for saving my life? You like brisket?
Its head is all squishy.
Oh, stop it. My brain's in there.
This is such fun. Right, Mr. Squishy Head?
Oh, you said it, Quasi. Tell Quasmir I'm moving back in with Mother.
American Dragon, I've been expecting you. And you are Lao Shi's grandson.
You know who I am?
I know all about you and your dragon tests. How pathetic to care so much about remaining the student of a second-rate master.
He was good enough to beat down your sorry!
Lao Shi is an old fool who got very lucky once. I see he hasn't yet taught you to fear me. Very impressive, young one. You cannot escape me.
Greetings, my dragon brothers and sisters. Allow me to propose another toast to dragons ruling the world. Fools, it is useless to fight me. I tried to give you all the chance to join me in ruling the world, but the American dragon has just sealed your destruction.
The Earth King has no time to get involved with political squabbles and the day-to-day minutiae of military activities. What's most important to His Royal Majesty is maintaining the cultural heritage of Ba Sing Se. All his duties relate to issuing decrees on such matters. It's my job to oversee the rest of the city's resources, including the military. Until now, you've been treated as our honored guest. But from now on, you will be watched every moment by Dai Li agents. If you mention the war to anyone, you will be expelled from the city. I understand you've been looking for your bison. It would be quite a shame if you were not able to complete your quest.
Definitely a career high and my proudest moment to date. Earning my master's in early childhood psychology.
Sweeter than defeating a boulder?
Make that my second proudest moment. Feet off couch. I've been observing you, Pickles, and I must say I find your behavior disturbing.
Tell me more.
This past week, I've noticed you eating exclusively green foods, hopping to class on one foot, and wearing your clothes inside out. What does that tell you, son?
So speaks the great Chosen One. You know, little girl, of all the creatures here, of all these loathsome atrocities, you're the worst. You're human, and you protect them. These monsters.
Yeah, well, the only monster here is standing right in front of me.
Oh, tough talk. I've spent my life studying you people. I found ways I could see monsters, and then I found ways to capture them. And now you're done, and this nightmarish world of magic is coming to an end.
Who dares enter the sanctity of my domain? Name yourself.
Waffle! Who are you?
History has given me many names. You may call me Barkmeat.
Nice to meet you, Barkmeat.
Silence! Your scent confounds me. What are you?
I'm a dog. That makes us brothers, right?
Dread is my brother, Destruction my sister, and Pestilence my third cousin, twice removed.
Wow, big family.
But there's always room for one more.
Enough! The only lunch we're discussing around here is you. Charming as always, General? Crack-wise all you wish, you ridiculous rodents. But it's over. Isn't that right, General Carbine? Oh, brave to the end. Yes, General? No matter. With the regenerator now mine, Mars is finished.
Oh, Hannibal T. Hairball, benevolent Mega Mojo leader. Many years Cataclysm's righteous spy have been I. Now secret home of rebel-served cats successfully I have revealed to you. Cataclysm, where is? Great warrior Cataclysm is. Train Tane he did, but Tane his back he turned on Catatonia. But not Poel.
Sure thing, boys. I got cat traps rigged all the way down the run. What do you got in line, boss? Hey, Bootsy. How about you get your tail off of me?
Today, world-renowned entrepreneur Ronaldo Rump opened the latest jewel in his empire, his posh new Manhattan office. Citizens are still abuzz at its seemingly overnight construction. Even on a small budget, you can do something big. The Home Depot. You can do it, we can help. I see you gents are interested in buying some underwear.
We want to get some boxer shorts like the cool kids have.
Sure. You can be followers. Try and play catch-up to the trends. Or you could set them. Name's Mr. Clyde Templeton. Can I buy you boys some lunch? You guys really want to spin heads at that camp of yours? You wear these. Culottes. These'll make you superstars. The cool kids will carry you through the streets. Women will go hysterical. Here, these are thank you notes from your nads.
Tire inflation? Oh, that is so great. Of course I'm not surprised. That's just the latest in a long list of achievements. I'm so proud of my son. In fact, this is the wall where I keep all his awards. What? There's nothing there! Oh my God! They've been stolen! I better call the sheriff. What? What do you mean Jeff's never won an award in his entire life? But if that were true, that would mean my son is a worthless piece of crap who never accomplished anything!
There is legend of a moonshiner who lives atop the tallest peak of the Chimdale Mountains. They say he's blind, standing 9 feet tall, with 4 arms and...
Excuse me, do you have seasonal beers?
You're killing his story!
Atop that mountain, a 4-armed, 9-foot blind man who also has the tongue of a dragon makes the strongest whiskey on Earth. They say that if you're crazy, it makes you sane. And if you're sane, you'll never believe a word of this story.
Having a schwitz. Steam is just what the doctor ordered.
We thought you weren't coming to Danville.
And pass up on enjoying this cool rest stop you made me? Oh, unthinkable. And thanks for doing the Danville run for me.
You knew?
Of course I knew. I'm Santa Claus. May I do the honors? I like this one.
Okay.
Dear Santa, you are one of my biggest heroes. All I want for Christmas this year is a chance to be like you. Thank you, Phineas Flynn. Merry Christmas, Phineas.
And by the way, good job.
I am the Regurgitator! You're that disturbed lunatic from Danville.
Oh, you've heard of me.
Yes, and you've heard of me! Never mind the 3 months. I'll take care of him right now!
Don't you have a nemesis?
Me? The world is my nemesis! Sorry, this thing doesn't always work. The world is my nemesis! Okay, listen up, maggots! You are here because your parents are worried about you. Now, the way I see it, the root of all children's problems is unacceptable levels of imagination, fun, creativity, and unbridled enthusiasm. Don't you eyeball me? Our goal at this school is to crush the dangerous elements inside you and replace them with structure, order, discipline, and conformity. What you doing? Where is Jewel? Give back Jewel! Husband of a smear you across continents! I don't give a fig for manners or civilization, or you for that matter. All I want is that guitar, which is now residing here in Baghdad's House of Wisdom. Let's just say a little Pearly told me. Now hand it over! Roxanne, show him I mean business. Shall we continue ruining your lovely home? I have no time for your high-handed mumbo-jumbo. Let's see how you concentrate on mind and soul when Roxanne harms your body. Leave me alone! Leave me alone!
You can talk.
Of course I can talk. Why wouldn't I be able to talk?
Well, I thought you were a
what?
A monster?
Yeah? Well, I thought you were a monkey.
What were you doing here?
I was making an interstellar map. Why else would anyone come to this insignificant rock?
You're a map maker?
And a darn good one, too. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got business.
I still don't buy it, Your Honor. I've seen Spider-Man in action. I can't believe he's turned to crime. I'm satisfied you're innocent, Spider-Man. We'll find out what Chameleon did with the E.T. Then I'll say this, too. As long as you wear a mask, some folks will always wonder. I once thought his whole masked vigilante thing was problematic. But I've come to realize that if Spider-Man's true identity was revealed, everyone he cared about would be in constant danger. Maybe a man in a mask doesn't have something to hide, but something to protect. Wouldn't you agree?
Hit 22, please. These don't work so good on the little buttons. Your name ain't Parker, is it? I ain't stupid. Peter Parker takes all the web creeps' pictures.
What do you want with Parker?
You. Just you. And payback for all the times you took me down.
Her?
Not anymore. Call me Rhino! Your group's useless now, creep. You like being hunted, freak?
Would you please look who's talking?
Well, I may be a freak, but I'm not a coward! Even the old O-herd never ran away scared! Xavier's prize student, the teacher's pet. If only he could see you now. So angry, so unwilling to think. You dare come after me? As if Sinister was the name of a common thug you could intimidate? Well, your days as a nuisance to me are over. Look at it this way. It's possible you might finally be reunited with Jean in the afterlife. But at least your DNA will live on in this world.
You were right to call me. I don't know what it means either, but something inside Fiskidon's brain sure does. Your brain keeps telling you to make this shape for a reason. We're gonna pop that melon open and find out why.
So what?
Figure of speech. We're actually gonna hotwire your brain with electrodes while you're sleeping. Once Big Fuzz settles into deep REM sleep, we'll be able to navigate his dreaming brain patterns on the Midlab's monitors. If anything spikes, we'll give his grey matter a poke. Hopefully we'll shake something loose. Good?
Wildcat, is that you, old friend?
No, it can't be.
But it is, Wildcat. Perdegaton is no longer a prisoner of time. The brittle remains of the Justice Society of America. How fitting to find you holed up in a museum with the other antiques. How convenient that in my absence, age has worn you down to your decrepit knees. Excellent, excellent! One meddling Batman I could destroy easily, but where did this other one come from? Which other planets support humanoid life? Ran, Thanagar, Earth? Earth. Yes! Well, with Rodon in the atmosphere, someone from Earth would have incredible power on Zuranar. Also a great weakness. Guard! I'm done with the room. Thank you. There won't be none, long as the lady hands over her shoulder ring.
But this belonged to my mother.
Have it your way. It's too bad the kid's gonna lose his parents over a family knick-knack. Stranger, you just cost me a big score, and now you're gonna pay the price! I was betrayed by Ventress. The Jedi are after me. I'm not nearly strong enough to defeat them all. I don't understand. Who will teach me? A brother? But all of my kin were killed. My brother, how? How will I find him? I will return, Mother. Look, brother, a fortune! Brother, let us share our strength. There is no need for dominance between us. You sugar punks just gonna stand there? Spill your tater tots. Where's the red squirrel? 86 the kiss up, Fauntleroy. Let's get the brass tacks. I caught the squirrel, all right. But Big Red broke out, disappeared into the underground. So that's what I did, too. 47 years I've been down in this bunker waiting for the red squirrel to show his fluffy tail again. 47 years!
47 years?
47 years! They're overwhelming, really. Let's see. How many sins have you committed against me? Oh, that's right. You murdered my niece, Athena. And what else? What else? And you killed my brother, Poseidon. And I have not forgotten that it was you who butchered my beautiful queen. I will see you suffer as I have suffered. Your soul is mine.
Greetings, Frank the Human Boy.
How did you almost know my name?
I have approximate knowledge of many things. For instance, I know that I am possibly going to slay you and munch on your eyeballs. You're trespassing on my dungeon, manling. And I'm the thing you should be afraid of.
In the dark recesses of the mind, a disease known as fear feasts upon the souls of those who cannot overcome its power.
Choose your dueling weapon.
You have gone too far, Loki. This is no game. Soon I shall enter the Odin Sleep, and Asgard will not have my power to protect it. To bring the Frost Giants here, to try to usurp your own father. Enough! You leave me no choice, Loki. You are hereby banished to the Isle of Silence, when no one will have to suffer your lies and deception. The Odin Sleep nears. Once a year, I must slumber to regain my strength, so that Asgard can live. There is much for you to prepare.
I have something to show you, my dear Baroness. A gift that was unexpectedly left on my doorstep. We're very much alike, you and I. We've made similar choices in our lives. We have passions and we've put them to work in hopes of improving the world. I've learned my lesson, Baroness. And since then, I've done everything the Commander has asked of me. Like presenting you with a gift that will take your breath away. Meet our dinner guests for the evening. Ready to have some fun.
I believe there is one thing, my lord. You sent me out to find the Book of Omens, Clodus. Instead, I found this. Ultimate power. My allegiance to you has earned me nothing. Therefore, I have aligned myself with a superior force, and I will take what I want. There's no need to resort to violence. I'm quite willing to make a deal for the sword. I didn't think you'd go for it. I guess I will just have to take the sword from you.
Then we'll talk after. But we will talk. Another city last week, another tech firm robbed, another stop on your tour. If I prove you're responsible, I will shut you down. Faraday, Interpol. New act?
Yeah, just join the tour.
Probably clears you. But don't get too comfortable. Haley's going down for this. Another weapons plant is hit, and once again the circus is in town. I don't believe in coincidences.
For your misdeeds, you have been judged. He shall be judged for his cowardice. But first, you shall be judged. All shall be judged, and all shall be punished by Hebediah Grimm. For your painted faces and clothes that rise above the ankle and fall below the neck, you three women folk shall be judged.
Soon I will be free. The time of Nibiru is nearly at hand. The planets are coming into alignment, working toward my release. As are you. Even though you know it not, I forged you. You are my proudest creation. So come now, children of Nibiru.
We are Mech, and I am Silas. Oh, you misunderstand. We don't want a ransom. We want only you. All of you. Full disclosure, we intend to pull you apart. Break you down, if you will. And we will utilize whatever we discover to develop a new generation of weaponry. I'm afraid that you won't survive the process. So thank you in advance for your sacrifice. Mech is very much in your debt. I am Silas, as in cybernetic life augmented by symbiosis. I come with a proposition. I propose that you not overlook the one asset that provides Optimus Prime an advantage. At least on this world.
And that would be?
The human factor. I am no ordinary human. And this is no ordinary weapon.
One morning fool! All this work for nothing! Time to close restaurant! Feel shame. Move back to old country, like coward. It's too late! Believe in just 2 wolf moons! How we find theme when all we have is war mace, rubber torch, chainmail, and battle axe!
Dog park! Yeah, dog park. One job. One job! Which is... Yeah, you're no chicken dog. You really are the king. Tell me another story, King Elvis, about your brave daring do. But they were scary cats, right? Ones with big old claws and fangs, right?
You sure about this? I smell kind of like an old floor. Oh,
Hey, I'm walking here.
Sorry, Squirt. Hard to see through all the waxy buildup. Tough isn't the point. Dogs shouldn't be chasing other dogs without a reason. A good leader wouldn't let this happen. Well, it takes some real guts for a guy to admit when he's wrong.
And the girl, too.
You think?
Yeah, I sure do.
See anything, cuz? Well, looky what we got here. A couple hungry hound dogs. Now, those are some trusty junkyard dogs. What'd I tell you? Like stealing automotive goods from a baby. Here you go, boy. I saved the best steak for you. Must be one of them vegetarian hounds. Oh, crawdads. We're done for now. Curse you, junkyard dog!
You don't seem to understand the dog-human relationship very well, do you?
What do you mean?
Well, think of all the things your owner does for you. Feeds you, brushes you, walks you. Why do you suppose she does all that?
Because she loves me?
Wrong. Humans don't love you. They love what you do for them. I am a champion. I win ribbons and make my owner proud.
But wouldn't Mildred love you even if you were just her pet?
Hardly. The day I lose, watch out. Why do you think my previous owner sold me? 14 wins and then one unfortunate second place.
And now, introducing a new breed, the Australian Rebounder. Let's hear it for our reigning champion, Sterling Von Oxnard. What a routine. And now for our final finalist, Rebound. And the winner of the Northminster Dog Show is Rebound.
Huh? Belay your terror, pups. Calm yourselves. I mean you no harm of any kind.
You don't?
No. In fact, I've been needing your assistance. You're the super secret pup club, you say?
Yeah?
Scuttlebutt has it that you lot work with the pound puppies. Well, I got a job, and only the likes of them can handle it. So, are you in? Or are you nothing but a mamby-pamby crew of land-loving scallywags? Fair morning to you all, doggies. Salty's me name. I've been needing your services for a very special project.
Oh, poor little puppy dog. Look how scared he is. I said, look how scared he is.
Leave me alone.
Leave me alone.
I don't even talk like that.
You will when I get through with you.
That doesn't even make sense.
I decide what makes sense around here. This is my turn. Huh? What? Who are you? What makes you think you can mess with Stain? I'm Stain, by the way.
Growl at him, boys.
Now, where were we? Oh, yeah.
You have failed me. Your will is strong, but not strong enough. You are nothing without the ring. I feel your fear growing. You will be dead soon. And when you're gone, I'll destroy everything you ever loved.
Fools, you are like worms, challenging a large dog, or perhaps a mid-sized cow. You do not grasp that you are helpless before Pai Mei. I priest of abusive lotus. Now, you unworthy soapmongers, direct me to the kung fu master known as Shifu. He shall be my next miserable victim. They were like gophers who escaped from a weasel, only to be seized by an eagle. If the metaphor is unclear, I am the eagle, and you are now my prey.
Greetings, travelers. You are well met on this desolate rock of a planet. I am Zartok. My fellow castaways are Drusa and Grood. We would have won if my battalion hadn't been captured.
You did win. The Cardonian horde was defeated that day.
Precisely. Because my battalion was the Cardonian horde.
And I was their general. The Moonstaff. Only the defenders of Thalia's Prime carried that weapon.
Yes, and I personally pried this one from the cold hands of one of their fallen soldiers as a trophy.
What is Republic City coming to? Used to be a man could enjoy his lunch in peace. What's the big idea? I've beaten every trumped-up charge you yahoos have brought against me. And I'll beat this one, too. Republic City is mine, Avatar. I'll be back one day to claim it. This time I'm gonna put you to sleep for good. Our family has the strongest line of bloodbenders in history. You boys have this power inside of you, and I will teach you to master it.
What happened to your bending, Dad?
The Avatar stole it from me. That's why I brought you out here, to learn your destiny. You two will become bloodbenders of the highest order.
when the time is right, you will claim Republic City, and you will destroy the Avatar. You must avenge me. That is your purpose in life.
You're in my seat, little man. Do you know who I am? I'm a wanted man. 10 million credit reward for the capture of Badlands Dan. Meanest man in the whole darn land. When I'm all that, you can't believe it. Yeah, you're right. I never hurt anybody. I heard Doomstone was a tough place, so only fake tough to survive.
Gotcha, Chief. Go, 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 Negative Man!
Elastigirl must never learn why I need those walls, or what's under these bandages. If she ever found out, she'd run for her life.
Nice try, you Francophony, but you betrayed yourself by making the word information plural. That English mistake is often committed by the French. What a close call!
Surrender the ship, hero! You should have listened. If you and Negative Man are separated for more than 60 seconds, you die! And only one hero will stand in my way. Where is that Elastigirl?
Your triumph over Shaxx is well-deserved, but I'm afraid your work is not complete. King Kavasa is more powerful than I thought. He has opened gateways in space and time, and sent abominations through. I will continue my assault on Kavasa from here. It is up to you to deal with these portals.
I have to thank you for softening each other up. Makes my workday a little bit easier. The very last of the Venom symbiote. And now it's all mine. I wasted a lot of time looking for an apprentice. With the Venom symbiote, I can just make one. Plan to take care of you some other day. But no day like today. The teenage prodigy Cho will be a valuable asset to my operation. But unguarded Stark tech is too valuable to pass up. Dr. Octavius Holliday, by order of the law, you are under arrest. Don't take no never mind. He's going away for a long time. But I owe you two out-of-towners. Thank you for all you done. But you came back, and that's what counts. I reckon true bravery is admitting your mistakes and fixing them. You done me proud, kid. We look different, says the guy in the tights. Allow us to introduce ourselves. The name's Thunderbolt, Bugman, and this here's Jonesy.
Watcher Report 51108. Situation is dire. No trace of Thanos, Warlord of Titan, who stands on the verge of regaining the Power Stone. While I have sympathy for the Earthlings, I can only observe.
As General Thunderbolt Ross, I made a whole career out of beating on greed monsters for the good old U.S. Army. Finally, I decided to fight fire with fire, and Hulkatized myself. Now I keep an eye on Hulk, you know, to make sure he doesn't mess things up. Easy, Jones. I traced the Gamma Tornado to Vista Verde, figured you could use a hand. I guess I was right. Failed to stop the Hulk. Can you believe Jones is wasting bandwidth on Greenie when they got a hulked-out war hero like me? How you doing, honey? Welcome to the gun show. Giants? More like ogres, Volstagg. Ha! Too slow, ogre. Hey! Too slow. I don't want to hurt you, Red Giant. Fight hard, Scar. If we fail, Asgard falls. Scar! Don't pull that sword! Smash. After him! Capture the last human for the glory of our king! Inform His Majesty, we have a capture.
Free, Moon Boy!
Simmer down, Shorty. All we're gonna do is reunite you with your hairy little family before we exterminate the lot of you. And that's another medal for yours truly, General Thunder Lizard Rossasaurus.
All right, you Gamma freaks. Prisoner processing will be on your right. Let's go, prisoners. The warden's waiting downstairs, and he hates to be kept waiting.
I am the supreme intelligence of the Kree Empire. The monster known as the Hulk has wrongfully imprisoned our citizen, the one called Ronan the Accuser. Ronan will be freed and your entire world shall be punished for the Hulk's crimes. So-called leader, your name alone does not grant you the right to intrude upon my private chamber. Your arrogance is exceeded only by your extreme self-delusion.
Michelangelo, Mikey, the Big M. How you doing, buddy? You know, I was just thinking how we're such close friends, and yet I know so little about you.
You think we're close friends?
Of course. Now tell me everything about you. Oh, that's fascinating, but I was thinking more about your impressive ninjutsu skills. You must have an incredible sensei. Tell you what, as a show of trust and friendship, I will teach you the Death Dragon.
Look what I found. 4 soon-to-be ex-turtles.
Call Shredder. Tell him we've acquired the tanker and we're on our way. No problems encountered. Hold that call. Run them down. The Purple Dragon Gang agreed to raise our cut to 80%. No complaints. I'm sure you'll have your chance to shine one of these days. Master Shredder might get hungry for sushi. I feel the mutagen coursing through me. I'm faster, stronger, more powerful than ever. I feel like a ninja again. To thank you for this, I'll make your end swift. Don't ever call me dog. So we get to retrieve Shredder's helmet and crack some shells. Life is good.
The Fugitoid builds excellent shields. And the turtle pilots are pretty good too, I guess.
Your Highness, the Royal Guard is ready for your inspection. What is all the commotion? It appears we have a thief in the castle.
Cool. A thief?
I'll put all the guards on lookout. We must find the thief before the guests arrive for the ball. A likely story. Guard, seize him! But Princess Sophia, he has your mother's tiara.
Y'all know how fast you were going? I'm afraid I'm gonna have to... Hey, now, are y'all the new exchange students from the high school? Aw, y'all must know my daughter, Claire. Pretty nice vehicle here. This belong to you? Now that's funny. Can I see your driver's license, miss?
Oh, I don't have one.
Well, in that case, I have no choice but to send y'all to driver's ed.
Hey, I'm Tommy. And I'm an alcoholic.
Okay, pretty please this time with a cherry on top.
Just, go on and get back to art school.
Your job's at the coffee shop or whatever.
Oh, suck my...
Come on, lady, that hurts. That really hurts.
Scalpel, rib spreaders.
Gonna have to massage that.
Oh, she's hemorrhaging! Doctor, stop it! What the hell are you doing? Her HMO doesn't cover heart massages.
Well, sweet.
Working here on your spring break? That's total bullcrap, Lena.
Yeah, we'll tell that to Daddy Warbald.
Daddy Warbald! we should follow each other on Twitter. Damon Lindelof favorited my tweet once. So Lena over there has to work on spring break. Did you even know it was spring break? What does it matter? We don't get vacations. That's what I told Lena. She says that's so unfair.
Lena makes a lot of good points.
Oh, and you know she's vegan? I really admire that, Lena. Whoa, Lena's Instagram is blowing up with vacay pics.
Hands off Mr. Logan. What the hell is your problem? It's the crazy guy from the lobby, which means you're no prostitute. Mr. Loggins, please advise.
K-Log, damn it.
Yeah, kinda with him on that one.
What the hell happened to you?
This big bastard.
What? Big? Whoa.
Hi. This is a car seat. When you want a dependable truck, you want the most awarded pickup of 2014.
I was born free.
You want the truck from the family of the most dependable, longest-lasting full-size pickups on the road. You want the Chevy Silverado, made of high-strength dependability. Chevrolet, find new roads. I was the governor of Lothal. I supported your parents and the messages they beamed out against the Empire. It was part of the reason I was accused of treason and sent to prison with them. You know, even imprisoned, your parents would stand up for those who couldn't, especially after they heard your message. Yes, that message. That message of rebellion you beamed out somehow made its way into the deepest dark of Imperial prisons. They were inspired by it, Ezra. They rallied others to rise up and break out. Dozens of us, rebels, sympathizers, are free thanks to them.
What are you doing here?
We're on guard duty, sir.
And what exactly are you guarding? This is highly irregular. What's your operating number?
You fear me. You all fear me. And your fear feeds me. Your fear will give me the power I need to destroy your world.
I do not fear.
There is only one who does not fear me. One whose heart is so pure he does not know fear. And you, little cat, are not that one.
Welcome to the Nowhere Desert Dude Ranch, where you will experience the serenity of the wild frontier.
Ah, Dr. Zone fan. You're gonna want to check out that corral over there.
Those are our 3 best horses: Princess, Buttercup,
and Psycho.
Well, Psycho there is usually our calmest horse. That's why we named him Psycho, for the irony. We crack ourselves up.
The bridge. It can be opened. Find him! After centuries, we will be free. They try to make the night brighter. They fear the darkness. All that time, I had forgotten there were stars. If only my armies were here.
Oh, hello there, friend. Welcome to Oak Grove, where our #1 export is Minnesota Nice. Do you like pie?
Grandpa, why are you talking to a parking meter?
'Cause we're on a date, and I think she likes me.
President Axe Cop, Junior Cobb here from the planet of talking gorillas.
Present. Gimme.
I don't have one.
Ugh.
I came here because I need your help. A brilliant evil scientist has kidnapped my true love. I need you to go to Talking Gorilla Planet with me and kill the brilliant evil scientist. I did what you asked, evil scientist. I brought you Axe Cop.
Junior Cobb, you're a bad guy?
I had no choice. The brilliant evil scientist has my true love.
Mark Frankenstein? No one respects you or your crazy diamond theories. Now stand back.
Cut through him if you have to.
The heck? Breaking news. Axe Cop has been elected President of the World.
Bring me all the evil in the capital! So hungry! Now for my ultimate weapon. So pointy. Axe Cop, I've heard about you. Well, somehow I expected you to be bigger. Pathetic! Is that the best you got, God? I'm coming for you, old friend.
We checked everywhere. Still no sign of Bigfoot.
Let's get these 3 back to the lodge. We'll use them as Bigfoot bait.
What about Axe Cop?
Bigfoot no like you. So you're a biker, huh? You're gonna pay for that. Hey, little lady. Your boyfriend went ahead to, set up that sunset for you. He asked us to bring you there.
Yeah! Why would you do
Lila, that little ragamuffin, in the rain boots. She won't take those off, you know. Not since I read her Paddington Bear. Now it's all rain boots and marmalade sandwiches for that one. You don't have a child, Mr. Monarch, so I figured.
What? You've heard of the Mighty Monarch?
Oh, of course. Big fan of your work. That marionette thing you made for Rusty Venture? Wonderful. That's my business. But we're not at the office right now, you see. And that's the secret. You gotta separate your work from your life. It's a slippery slope once you start living as your character. The obsession starts. The darkness. A man can do terrible things when he's lost his way. Terrible things.
Ghost cannot invoke Makara. You are the chieftain of no clan. Your people are food for worms. Shall I make a quick end of them? Word of the portal. You must be ready when the incantation begins. This is the Makara. We will respect our tradition. Keep fighting!
Rapunzel, you're going to be queen someday. A great queen, with a magnificent kingdom. But you know better than anyone else what a dangerous and evil place the world can be. And the barrier keeping us safe from that is sometimes more fragile than it appears. When that evil rears its ugly head, it is my job to protect Corona from it. And one day, that will be your responsibility, and I must teach you how to carry it.
My name is Rosato Groupon. I am the assistant general manager of the restaurant. My kingdom was usurped by force, with weapons and technology supplied by your father-in-law. Do you like theme park rides?
Well, you really moved on.
There is a popular attraction here called the Whirly-Durly. Between the first Whirly and the third Durly, the ride dips just outside the immortality field.
You're asking me to lure Rick to his death?
I'm only asking you to go on a ride with Rick, get off the ride without Rick, and go home to your family, where you can wonder about having a vagina.
Okay, team, listen up. I chose each of you for the Pathfinder team, not just because you're talented and passionate, but because you're dreamers, like me. We dream of exploring the unknown, finding the edge of the map, and then discovering what lies beyond. When people look back on this, and they will, they'll remember we didn't give up. That we kept dreaming. That our first few faltering steps in Andromeda were the beginning of everything they know. We only get one chance to be first. So, let's go make history.
Honestly, I've never seen a Kappa do anything of significance, heroic or otherwise. They're just little monsters. And we appreciate your feedback here at POW Industries. This is the system we've used for decades. There's no need to change a thing. Young lady, Dendy, was it?
Yes.
Dendy, you've really taught me something here today. I thank you. And from now on, POW cards will recognize the heroic feats of Kappas across the globe. Grandfather would be proud.
Of how much money we're making!
Sure thing, Den. Hey, you want to switch places, Den? I'm just fibbing.
No one can stop me now! Charter City will be mine again! You think you can just take what belongs to me, Silver? So much for loyalty, eh, boys? The moment I'm in jail, you start working for the competition. Mr. Kinland? Jack Kinland is gone. Now there's just Smokestack. Today's your lucky day, boys. You all get to choose. Work for me, or end up like Shiny here.
Thor, son of Odin. I cannot die, not until I fulfill my destiny and lay waste to your home. Then you have seen Ragnarok, the fall of Asgard, the great prophecy.
Hang on.
My time has come. When my crown is reunited with the eternal flame, I shall be restored to my full might. I will tower over the mountains and bury my sword deep in Asgard.
Hang on.
But Ragnarok has already begun. You cannot stop it. I am Asgard's doom, and so are you. All will suffer. All will burn.